In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create a sea pickle farm for your survival world. Yeah, so this particular sea pickle farm design, it looks a little bit odd, not gonna lie, but I guarantee you this works just as well as any other sea pickle farm, maybe even more. In any case, this has absolutely crazy rates. So how this works is basically we have a redstone clock here going around, which simply determine when our pistons and our dispensers fire to be able to produce sea pickles and then harvest them instantaneously. Then this water flow will bring them on top of these hoppers, where they will be collected and put into this chest. Now all of the sea pickles in this chest come from less than 1 minute of running this farm, just to give you a rough idea of how overpowered this farm is. Now also here we have hoppers going underneath here. This is only here because sometimes these slime blocks and these pistons get a little bit glitchy and then the sea pickles will fall through them. So if ever that happens, here we have these 2 rows of hoppers to catch them. This simply reduces the likelihood of any of our sea pickles getting lost. That being said, there will be a very small amount of losses when your sea pickles here will get stuck in the corner here. Well, wait, let me actually move out. So there, when your sea pickle gets stuck against this block, that is the only moment you will have any losses. Else than that, this farm is very fast despite this little inconvenience. So here are all of the resources required to build this farm. You are going to need to have a supply of bone meal to keep this farm running, and I always recommend you have some temporary blocks to work with. These here should be the exact numbers for everything, so maybe just pause the video and collect these resources before continuing the video. So the first step to building this farm is placing down your chest where everything will be collected, and then placing 7 hoppers like this pointing into this. This will be its collection system. So there we go. This is how it's going to collect the items that glitch through the slime and the pistons. Then here on the last hoppers of each side, place a piston, 3 slime blocks, and then a glass block. Do the same here, just like so. Then with your hoppers, place like this an L formation of hoppers. So this is what your farm should look like for the moment. So our next step here is to place some glass here. Place some glass like this, then place some glass like this on each ends, and then place 4 more blocks on the 2 opposite sides. So this is what it should look like for the moment. Then place some glass like this, like we did on the opposite side. So this is what it should look like for the moment. Then bring your glass walls 2 blocks tall, but do not do these 5 glass blocks. These need to stay 1 block tall. Then underneath, place 2 glass blocks like this, and then these 5 glass blocks here need to also come down by 1 block. So this is what it should look like for the moment. Then here, place like this 4 blocks, and also get rid of this glass block here. Okay, so now here place 2 more glass blocks. These are the last glass blocks we need to place, and then here place a H formation of planks, just like so. Then here add a water source, and then 2 water sources like this. And now you can replace these planks with your coral blocks. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but this can be any type of coral block. I just decided to go with the yellow one because that is my favorite one, but you can honestly go with whichever one you prefer, or whichever one is the most accessible. So there we go, this is what it should look like for the moment. Now it is time to place an upside down dispenser here. It's really a bit tricky to do it, so you're probably gonna have to break a couple of blocks to be able to get that dispenser in, but once it's in, it doesn't need to be moved. Anyway, here place 4 planks going out like this and place 4 redstone dusts on top of them. Then here place a blocks like, well, yeah, just place blocks like this. Get out a redstone torch and place your redstone torch here. This should normally power on the entire strip. Also here, add in all of your bone meal. If you want, you can put some sort of hopper system like this to go to a bone meal farm or whatever, or you can also just manually fill in this dispenser with bone meal, because this is quite efficient on bone meal. It needs very little bone meal to get tons and tons of sea pickles, so it really just depends on how much you need. Anyway, here also place a sea pickle, and this will be the original sea pickle from which all of the other sea pickles will grow from. So here place a sort of T shape like this, place 3 redstone dusts, and then 2 4-tick repeaters just like so. Here place a block like this diagonally, place a redstone torch and a lever which you can turn on. This will be your on-off switch. So there. Now it is time to create our clock. So simply place blocks like I am showing you on screen. Then here place 3 redstone dusts, 3 redstone dusts, your last dispenser pointing that way. Actually no, it's not your last dispenser, it's actually a repeater. So anyway, here place 2 more repeaters, 2 more repeaters, set these 4 to 4 ticks, but this repeater here, leave it on 1 tick. Now you are going to need to power this up. There are different techniques to doing this, and once it's powered up, it should start the clock. So if you return on your farm, it should start moving the stuff around and should start harvesting your sea pickles. Okay guys, now I have already done the 20-minute AFK test session. Sadly though, the footage of the test session actually got corrupted and I don't have enough time to do it again. So on this one, I'm sorry, but you are just going to have to believe me. So let's see how many sea pickles I have got in 20 minutes. Oh wow, that is a lot of sea pickles. That's like a full chest worth, although I see we haven't quite yet filled the entire chest, but man, that's a lot of sea pickles. So I guess in a full hour you would get about 3 chests worth of sea pickles. Honestly, I think that's kind of good. So yep. If you want to see how to create a very simple trident farm which will make you the god of the oceans, then I highly recommend you click on screen right about now. Else than that, bye!